LTX 2.5 just dropped, and it's got the entire ComfyUI community buzzing. A video model that runs right on your own machine without burning a single credit. But is it really worth downloading and putting to the test? Everything you need to know is coming right up in this video. Hello everyone, I'm Sotai and welcome back to my channel. And we've just had another explosion in the AI space that I'm sure you've heard about recently, and that is LTX 2.5. Now the best part about all of this is that ComfyUI integrated it into their workflow templates incredibly fast. All you have to do is update ComfyUI to the latest version, open up the template, and everything is ready to go. No custom nodes to install, no wiring up every single noodle by hand. Now today, I'm not going to be diving deep into workflow optimization techniques like I did in my previous videos. This is a quick review just so you can see exactly what you're getting with this version of LTX. The community is still updating things day by day, so I'll be saving those workflow optimization tips for a future video. So go ahead and smash that like button for me, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get straight into it. If you want to create your own anime character without needing a GPU, this one's for you. It's called PixAI. Over 4 million users every month. And here's the cool part. It's currently the #1 grossing app on the App Store in Japan in the graphics and design category. What sets it apart from other tools is that they've got models built specifically for anime style, from image generation to editing all the way to making videos. Let me show you. I created this character using Tsubaki, their best anime image generation model. Then I brought it into PixAI Edit Pro, the model they made specifically for editing anime images. I changed the color of the jacket, done. Changed the background behind it too, also done. Then I tried making a full collectible character card for this character. The text came out sharp, no spelling mistakes, and the character stayed exactly the same, not off by even a little bit. And you know what? I only hit generate once for all of this. No reruns, no picking the best shot out of a bunch. Because with other tools, you usually end up with the style drifting. Sometimes even the character's face changes completely. Oh, and one more thing, you can try it for free. They give you credits every day. I've dropped the link in the description and the pinned comment. Go give it a try. And here we are, the LTX 2.5 text-to-video workflow. Like I said, all you have to do is update ComfyUI and you'll find it right there in the templates, or you can grab the file directly from my corresponding Patreon post, linked down below in the description. Now, if we take a look here, you can see that all of the familiar models have already been updated to version 2.5. It's still the same two-step process as the old version. We render at a low resolution first, and then use an upscale model to push it up to a higher resolution. Nothing has changed in that regard. And honestly, it really is as simple as that. So what exactly makes version 2.5 special compared to the old one? Let me walk you through it one thing at a time. Okay, first point, let's take a look at what LTX 2.5 gave us back when I asked it to generate a video of a man working away in a watch repair workshop. Now keep that result in mind, and here we have the exact same prompt, but run on LTX version 2.3. Can you see the difference? The first thing I want to talk about here is the level of detail. LTX 2.5 gives us noticeably more detail than the older version, and especially when you feed it a complex, detail-heavy prompt, that's when the gap between these two versions really starts to show. And the reason for that is that the VAE and the text encoder have been reworked and optimized in this version. You can go ahead and verify that for yourselves over on the developer's official page. So what does that actually translate to? Well, it's pretty simple. The new text encoder helps the model handle complex prompts a lot better, while the new VAE boosts the level of detail and reduces errors. And you can see it playing out right there on screen. Just look at the background behind the man. In the older version, he looks like he's sat in some kind of laboratory rather than a watchmaker's workshop, and the objects are just repeating themselves in this very mechanical way. LTX 2.5, on the other hand, builds the correct setting with objects placed exactly where they should be and everything making sense. The detail is in a completely different league as well. Have a look at the wrinkles on his face, the beard, the hair, even the individual threads in the fabric of his shirt. It all feels sharper and far more texturally real. And clearly, the 2.5 result has far fewer artifacts than 2.3. And this isn't just my subjective take based on one clip either. The developers have published their benchmark results, and the error rate on this version comes in at 0.28, which is less than half of the 0.74 we had on LTX 2.3. Okay, and thanks to those upgrades we've just talked about, we get 2 more strengths on top of that. Let's take a look at this next example. Can you see that? The motion is incredibly smooth and the characters on the page render out with pinpoint accuracy. Now let's flick back over to version 2.3. Yeah, that right there is exactly what I wanted you to see. LTX 2.5 renders text so much better than 2.3. The letters are actually correct now, and it really cuts down on those wrong characters, warped text, and that smeared, mushy look you'd get with the older version. And there's one more thing here, and I want you to pay really close attention to this bit. The skin quality. Just look at those opening seconds as the girl appears. LTX 2.5 clearly delivers far more natural, realistic skin on her face compared to 2.3. And I think that is something really special. And I'm certain this is what the viewers on this channel care about the most. Because at the end of the day, we all want to create videos that feel as human as possible, right? And the great thing is, we no longer need LoRAs or all those fiddly little workarounds we had to apply on the older version. That better skin quality is baked right into LTX 2.5 out of the box. Okay, and there's one more new thing I want to introduce you to, and that's the diffusion fidelity rendering technique built into this model. So what is it? Well, in the simplest possible terms, the model knows how to focus its attention on the areas that actually matter and reconstruct them with real accuracy without pouring too much of that attention into everything else. Now, that sounds a bit abstract, so let's take a look at this example of mine. Here, I've asked both versions to generate a video of an athlete sprinting. Let's check out the 2.3 result first. Yeah, you can see it. Even though the prompt clearly says sprinting, his movement doesn't look anything like it. He looks like he's out for a relaxed morning jog. Now let's flick over to the 2.5 result. And this is exactly what we were after. The athlete is running at full intensity, and you can really feel that hunger in every single stride. So why is there such a huge difference between the two? Let's head back to the 2.3 result one more time. Here you can see the model has built out the space around the athlete with a huge amount of detail. The running track, the grass, the stands, there's even another guy running the opposite way over here. And by the end of the clip, a whole crowd of people has appeared over here as well. And all of that tells us the model is paying way too much attention to the surrounding details that it's essentially made up itself. And the price we pay for that is the main character. His movement no longer matches what the prompt actually asked for. With LTX 2.5, on the other hand, the model is almost entirely focused on this guy. The background around him is pushed well out of focus, keeping just enough to establish the space, and every last bit of the remaining resource is funneled straight into the main subject. And as you can see, that makes complete sense for the scenario I asked for. And that's exactly the technique I was just talking about. It means the area you actually care about gets reconstructed far more accurately, while using the exact same amount of compute as before. In other words, same machine, same render time, but the results in the places you actually need them are so much better. Okay, and there's one more thing I want to share with you before we wrap up this video, and it would be a huge oversight to skip it, and that's the multi-shot capability. Now, this is really the combined result of all the strengths I've just been running through. But when you look at the finished product, the effect it creates is genuinely impressive. Let's take a look at this example. Here, I've asked both models to generate a video made up of 3 shots, moving from a distant camera all the way into a close-up, just like you're seeing on screen right now. And here's the result.
This is exactly what I needed today.
This is exactly what I needed today.
Yeah, LTX 2.5 clearly remembers the details in the prompt and generates the video with real accuracy. LTX 2.3, on the other hand, gets its characters mixed up between shots. You can see it, the girl who walks in is one person, but the girl who sits down is a completely different person. And the waiter is out walking in the street rather than inside the coffee shop like this. And this is exactly the kind of thing you'll run into again and again when you test multi-shot scenarios on the older version. LTX 2.5 has fixed these problems pretty well. Now, of course, I have to be honest with you, this version isn't perfect. There are still some physics errors like the action of sitting down, and the characters' faces still don't hold up entirely once there's movement. But for an initial result like this, I'd say it's already very good, and hopefully the updates coming from the community will improve these issues soon. Okay, and that is my full first look review of LTX 2.5. I think it's safe to say this is a pretty powerful release. It solves exactly the biggest pain points we're all dealing with right now. If you found this video useful, go ahead and leave a like and share it around so more people can find the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and with that, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.